All right, are you ready?
I guess, yeah.
I guess we better be.
Hold on, let me tell you. Girls, we're starting. Okay.
Awesome. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate you visiting the site and taking a look at this. I'm Dom Tischer, and I have a special guest with me, Nickie Sidebottom. Now, Nickie actually lives here in Kentucky, as well as I, and she's new to Pruvit. She's new to the network marketing, and I wanted to give people an idea of what they can expect, what they should expect, and what other people are experiencing, not only with the company, but with our team. So, Nickie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I really appreciate you taking the time and your willingness to just come on here and help educate other people as far as what this is, what it isn't, and where you're going with it. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I've got a couple questions. They're not that intimidating. They're not that scary. I know we haven't rehearsed it, but we probably should have, right?
Yeah, probably.
That's so cool.
It'd be scary. I don't know.
Right? I'll make it easy.
Okay.
So can you tell people that might be watching this or are watching it, like, can you tell us a little bit about Nickie? Where did Nickie grow up? What did you do before this? And what interested you in Pruvit and building a business with us?
Okay. I grew up in central Kentucky, so I've been here in the same county my entire life. So born, raised, went to school here, got married here, and now I'm raising my children here. They're 8 and 4, or almost 5. And all my life I've wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So that was our ultimate goal, and I have been able to do that. So it's convenient for my family because when the kids are sick, I adjust my schedule and my husband stays home. During that process, I grew a photography business, and it's been successful and it's taken off, and sometimes it's more full-time than I would like it to be. So I started getting into this point of my life that something needed to change. Either my photography was going to have to grow, or I just needed something else. And I love that, but I needed more. I was really at a point that I'm just looking for more, just something different, something that could light that fire in my life. And we started drinking Pruvit, and my husband started seeing results, and I started seeing results, and we loved it. And we were like, hey, let's venture into this business and see where it goes. And honestly, like I said, I wanted to stay home, and photography was keeping me more away from home than I would like. So why not get into Pruvit? And I kind of have a servant's heart, so I like to help people. So this has been a perfect fit for me. So I'm just taking off, and we're going with it. And it has brought so much happiness and joy to not only my life, but my husband's life, and our kids are seeing that and feeling that too. So it's been amazing. And honestly, it's just, and we're just beginning. So it's fun to see where we're going to go.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So you said that your husband started seeing results. Now, I think it's really cool, right? I really like your husband. I've had the opportunity to hang out with him a little bit, but I like him. Don't tell him I said that.
I won't.
But tell me, what does your husband do?
He is a police officer. So,
okay. So he's a police officer. He started drinking ketones. Mm-hmm. Was he on board with you joining the company or doing this network marketing thing?
Yeah. Okay. So my husband, for anybody that locally knows him, is the most skeptical person on the planet. I could tell him the sky's blue, and he's going to say it's not. So he's very skeptical about anything. And honestly, when I first started, I snuck and bought it because I was like, he's going to think it's a scam. And then I slowly told him about it, and he was like, give me one of those drinks. And so I gave it to him, and he can sit and tell me the very first day that it kicked in for him. And he felt that rush of like, oh my gosh, I feel really good. And he's not missed a day since. So now he's more mellow, and, like the job, he tries not to bring that home, and he can be on edge. But with this drink, I feel like that it really helps that he's less stressed or less moody, and he can come, he deals with a lot of crap at work, and he comes home to 3 girls, like 2 daughters and a wife. So you can imagine that might be stressful in itself. But I feel like the drink that he's like, all right, I can handle them. So I think that I've noticed, I mean, he's losing inches too, but the mental, like the happiness, and that's all I've ever, and anybody that knows me, I just want the people around me and the people that I love, I want to see them happy most of all. And I'm really 100% seeing that with him. So it's just coming right back at us. I'm seeing everybody else happy, and I'm seeing the ones at home that I love the most happiest. So
no, that's really cool. So, I mean, the product does some cool stuff, right?
Yes.
But I'm a huge fan in the industry, in the business, because if people want to create something different, I think we have to do something different instead of swapping time for dollars.
Yes.
Now, you got into this because you said, like, in the business, you saw that the product was working. You see how it's helping, particularly like your husband.
Yes.
He's like, okay, let's share this with other people. Let's create a little side job, a little side project to create some income. So can you give me an idea? I'm not all about talking numbers because they can work for you or against you. It's not about that, but are you where you want to be with making that additional income? You can say no.
I mean, I'm getting there. Here's my thing though. I start out small and my goals are always growing. So when I started out, it was initially, okay, let me see about selling, getting this. Let me see if I can even get into people's hands. Are people going to listen to me? And they're listening. And then it's just keeps on and keeps on, and I'm loving it. And I think that because they see how much we love it, that they are like, okay, let's listen to Nikki. So it's passing my initial goals. Let me just say that, my initial goals, but I've still got some more goals to reach. But those initial ones, yes, it's awesome. I'm getting there. Yeah. And awesome. Let me touch back. You did say, like, what about my husband, letting me start the business. We were already drinking it, and we were like, well, we can get some free product. And then he said, well, if you think you can make a business out of it, then go for it. That right there says a lot coming from him, because he's so skeptical. So he already believed in the drink. He believes in, he will tell you he believes in the drink. But for him to say, go for it, then that's another step. Like I told, and that's what I told people, if my husband is saying go for it, then you know that there's something there. Then you know.
Yeah. And that's what's really cool, right? Because we do things, it's always easier to do things with someone else, right? With your family, with the friend. And so I think having that support is crucial.
It is, yes.
For the long-term success and achieving our goals. So now are you an expert when it comes to ketones or ketosis?
No.
Did you even know what a ketone was before this?
No?
No. So would you say that's a requirement to be an expert, to have some success or fulfillment in this business?
I think just a little bit of knowledge about it, but you have people that can help educate you. But no, you don't have to be an expert. There's other people for that.
Perfect. See, and that's so awesome. I tell people the hardest thing about this is tearing open the packet.
Yes.
And then, of course, you got to do the shaking.
You might have to shake it. It might be hard on your arm. I don't know.
I think that's the hardest part about it. So I think you already hit on a little bit of that, of where I was going, which is kind of cool. You don't have to be an expert. There's tools and resources available for you. And let me just ask you about this. Our team, right? It's our team. It's not my team. It's our team.
We just let you come along is all.
And I'm so honored that you're letting me. Let me ask you this. Are you getting the support? And do you feel other people in our team, because you have some promoters, you have customers, do you feel like they're getting this? Don't just float my boat here, but
I won't.
Like they're getting the support that they need, the education, the whatever you want to call it. Are you getting the support? Would you recommend the team to anybody?
Absolutely. 120%. Yes. And I will touch on that because like I said, I started my own photography business. I started that from nothing. I strictly built that up on my reputation and people knowing me and trusting me. And I did not know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to work the camera. So, or, the software. So, I absolutely did that on my own. And that's what we've talked about sometimes, is that I sometimes just take off with it by myself because that's what I'm used to. So it's nice to have that support and those people that are there whenever I need them. And for instance, yesterday I had a mixer and I called up another person, one of our people on our team, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think that it's going to be bigger than I expected. Literally only had my stuff and some shaker bottles, and I didn't even have enough shaker bottles, and it was for a bunch of like grown men. And I stopped at her house on the way through, and she had me a huge bag of more shakers, more supplies, and snacks, like low carb snacks for these guys. And I was like, you're the best. Thank you so much, because I was not prepared. I was literally like, we're just going to go and just shake it up and show it. No, she had me taken care of. So because of that, I'm so grateful. Like, if I didn't have this team, I would have been by myself, but because I'm just made a call and she was like, I got you, girl. We're going to get you taken care of. So, that's absolutely amazing. Amazing. So
that's really cool. And I think that's the culture that we strive for, is people helping each other out. Yes. Because it's hard enough getting to the top and getting to where you want to go.
Right.
But when you have somebody helping you, pushing you, pulling you, supporting you, it just makes it easier. And so that's kind of the concept that we're going with the company.
Yeah.
That's a culture, and then inside the team. And so that's really cool. Well, actually, that's all the time that we actually have. So we're gonna end this.
My 4 minutes up. My 4 minutes now.
Your 41 minutes are up.
Oh, my 41 minutes. Okay.
No, but I want to thank you for taking the time and just being, what's the word I'm looking for? Just being vulnerable to tell people about this, for being able to jump on this. I really appreciate you. I know so many other people appreciate you and everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
So thanks a lot.
All right. My pleasure. Thank you.
All right.